Sustainable tourism is about meeting your needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. And it's more than just implementing these into your objectives or your strategic plan. These need to be implemented and practiced every single day. As you've probably gathered, Camp Hornbill does an excellent job at this. We're going to go through and see if we can uncover how they achieve this success. We're going to do this by exploring the 3 pillars of environmental, economic and people. And if we're lucky, we might even find some future development plans in there too. Come follow me on the journey.
First, we segregate our food waste.
There are bins on every corner, in every room, in every tent here.
Don't waste food. See, edible, we just feed our domestic cow and buffaloes. And non-veg, like chicken and all, we feed dogs.
And anything that the animals can't or won't eat, they then put into a worming bin.
We pick all the plastic from the trails, and we have a 1 year stock plastic waste from Camp Hornbill. The Waste Warrior is doing a very good job here.
All the dry waste, so they come and collect it and they recycle it.
They also have a water filter tank, so that way if you're going off the camp, they give you a water bottle that you can fill up rather than using plastic bottles that you're just going to throw out later. At night time, they use fire instead of lights under the main area, and also to light the footpaths, they use lanterns.
We have 6 mud houses.
The materials that are used to make the mud huts are very self-insulating.
Mud, stone, and waste wood, basically.
During the winter time, you don't need any heaters to stay warm, but also during the summer or when the sun's out in general, it's very, very cool inside the mud hut.
They're getting these from the local community, so people are cleaning up the community with these leaves that aren't being used for anything else, and they're buying them off locals and then also using them in their accommodation. I think the owners of Camp Hornbill have done a really good job of explaining their environment to us in terms of ways that we will be able to understand it, and particularly with Sekad. He has done a good job of relating things that we see to things that we have in Australia. So he will ask if we have a certain plant in Australia, and if we don't, he'll tell us what it does, and he will talk to us about certain fruits and like what regions they come from, and they do a really good job of explaining things in terms that we can all understand rather than just pointing things out to us that we would have no idea about. They actually listen to things that you request, and then they try and bring them to you without you asking. I love fruit. I asked for that about twice on our first day, and then every meal since then I've gotten a whole plate of fruit to myself.
We are in a service industry, so if we interact with people, then we know, this kind of meal habit they want.
Oh my god, my favorite!
Wow, isn't that service brilliant?
That is amazing service.
That to me sounds like service dominant logic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
First priority from the village only. These all the boys is basically our friends. Balwant, one guy, he's leading you to the biking.
Yes, yesterday.
He is not very good with English, but he's very good with adventure. So I know he's a very good if I push him in adventure activities. If we have a skill in my village, then it's very good to employ people, and he's reasonable and he's trusted guy.
So this is the shop where we get our camp veggies.
Our background is not business. We are basically middle class, small farmer.
Their primary purpose really is encouraging people's entrepreneurial skills, which further helps them develop their own business within the village. There is quite a few projects going on within the community.
So we have 5-6 offshoot of Camp Hornbill. So offshoot again decentralizing the economy or money. So that's why the Machan project. That's why the Adventure Wild. If we spread out our team, then more people engage. Not for all money, not for Camp Hornbill people.
The future of Camp Hornbill is at stake. the villagers are being offered large prices to sell their land so that external business-driven companies can build their big resorts on them. Not only does this disrupt the peace of the forest, but the practices they are using are highly unsustainable.
Yeah, we are very worried, ma'am. Next 10 year, maybe we can't able to do the camping here. Village people are selling land because they don't have any way. These guys are not doing wrong because what they do otherwise. Everybody is not skilled in tourism. We tell people, yeah, guys, don't sell. We can do this. People from Kyari, because they don't have other option. So we are fighting with this option as well, and we are struggling a lot, man. We are from this village, and we are doing nicely our camping. We are not playing music as such. We are not, really we don't have big infrastructure. So our, pollution level is very low. Iris Hotel, 4-5 Hotel, they are, completely unresponsive. We are inside the forest. They are playing loud music. They are hosting marriage, man, and they are playing DJ.
The sewerage from the Iris Hotel is leaking into the village, and they're taking absolutely no responsibility.
4 hotels are here and 2-3 are there. Hotel and investing so much of money, so they should make it some of their actions practices should be in accordance with the environment. People are not able to live here, the locals. People do not want to take trouble, going back to these guys, because these guys are big shot guys. There is only one way to stop it, that government has to take action.
But we are studying every night. DJ is going on. Lots of people are traveling, man, and nature lover don't like this kind of place. So I am quite worried. How conservation possible with these guys? They are just for business. They are just making money out of that.
Yeah.
So upcoming 10 year, maybe Camp Hornbill going to close, or maybe we need to shut down the tents, or we need to build up more 4-5 mud houses. We don't have money, that much to just create a hype. We are somewhere in a bushes, inside the bushes we are doing small thing, and it's very tough to tell people, guys, we are doing this, and this is very good if you just tell people and stop these guys. And if people from the village empower, they can save wildlife, not outsider.
Now, in conclusion, we can see that their processes are quite brilliant. Everything's running quite smoothly. What do they have to worry about? Well, the future development, of course. They have little to no plan, and they're just going to be hoping for the best. But it's not over yet. I managed to sneak in an interview with the fair lady herself. Let's see how she feels and what she says about her experience here at Camp Hornbill.
I think for me, I had no idea what this place was about. I didn't know what to expect. I was just told to come here by Rajiv, and it's been an absolute delight just seeing how completely committed they are to all 3 pillars of sustainability. So they have a plan for the future of the camp to make sure the camp keeps running. They are so into benefit distribution. So anybody in the village who shows the slightest interest in working in tourism, developing something for tourism, getting some kind of employment out of tourism, they back them 100%. They give them advice, they give them loans, they talk them through it. They offer to share, to include it as part of what they do here, so that they're sharing the guests across there. So just the way that they've really built it into their core functioning. It's not an add-on that they sort of add to, well, as long as we're running profitably, we'll do it. It's really a core part of their business.